Hey everyone, it's Iceman, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. This time, digging into a perk that came out in Beyond Light called Surplus. I started to notice in my inventory, and this is the reason why I made this video really, that most of my weapons in PvP and PvE I was using had Surplus on it. I would say more so in PvP than PvE, but it's starting to kind of even out a bit as the season goes on. And after Hawkmoon came out, I really wanted a roll with Surplus on it to give it a shot and see what I thought, and I was not disappointed by any means. The perk itself, I think you guys have probably known for a while. You've had some weapons with it, you've probably gotten to play with it. But this perk reads, increases handling, reload speed, and stability for each fully charged ability. And each ability means your class ability, your melee, and your grenade. Surplus and those types of things does not do anything for it. It's those three core abilities. And this is really cool, and I really hope Bungie makes more perks like this where it kind of forces you to build a certain way and to play a little differently, but it rewards you very well for doing that. I feel like the last season or two, Destiny has been leaning much more towards the ability usage side of things, especially in PvP with Stasis being released. You don't see nearly as much gunplay, and I think this season has the best gunplay and overall sandbox that we've had in a long time. So I like seeing a perk like Surplus that rewards more gunplay and holding on to your abilities. And even if you have one stack of Surplus up, it's still very good. I'll link a video down below that shows the different variations when you have 1, 2, 3, etc. abilities up and how that changes Surplus. And I also have a couple videos linked above that I did for the Xenoclass shotgun and for the Stars and Shadow pulse rifle that really highlights how good the Surplus perk can be on different weapons. So I hope Bungie in the future starts leaning more towards making perks that have very big pluses with some minuses that you have to take into account that kind of forces you to play a certain way, change your play style a little bit, think about your builds, that kind of thing, because I really think that makes the game a lot more interesting than just slapping on Rampage, going to town, and that's it. Rampage gives you more damage for more kills, you just keep killing more things, and it's really easy. It'd be interesting to see a variation of Rampage that gave you more damage, significantly more damage, say caps at 50% or 60%, whatever the numbers are. I don't really care. But what if it gave you the downside of not being able to switch weapons for a certain amount of time depending on the stacks that you have, or your handling significantly decreases so it takes longer to switch your weapons, those types of things. So a higher reward for a bigger risk that you have to take into account in your gameplay, I think is very cool and very interesting. So let me dive in a little bit to my Hawkmoon role that I'm going to be showcasing and later on in the video, and a little bit of PvP gameplay. I wanted to show off just how much it changes the gun and how snappy it makes it, how much of a laser beam it makes it, especially in PvE. If you're trying to shoot a boss that has a large hitbox, or shoot a yellow bar that usually has a large hitbox, not always, having Surplus makes it much easier to hit shots over and over again. And for a weapon like that where you have to hit your shots to be able to stack the perk to get that final shot damage, it's very good, and I think it's very underrated. Not a lot of people are talking about it yet, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this video. And you can see how stable it is, how fast you can swap to it, and then after you're done shooting your final shot and you get that big burst of damage out, how fast the reload speed is, and it just gets you straight back to firing again. So I think it helps with the overall DPS of the weapon, it helps with the consistency of use in the weapon, and it's such a good perk overall. I think it's definitely my favorite perk in Destiny 2, probably in all of Destiny, and I really hope that Bungie starts leaning towards making more perks like this in the future. Not every single one of them, but I think there's some very big opportunities that they could have to make gunplay more interesting, better, and to kind of get away from using just abilities. And hey, maybe they could even come up with a couple perks that are more ability based and take away from gunplay and kind of do the same thing there. So I really like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Any kinds of rolls that you've gotten, what you think of the perk in general, what kind of builds you've come up with around some weapons with Surplus as a perk, and if you've used it on Hawkmoon and what you think on Hawkmoon as well. I think there's a bright future for Hawkmoon as a potential primary DPS weapon, with Surplus being a core part of that. So very, very interesting, very cool. Let me know again in the comments below what you think. And you can come in and join my Twitch channels. Come say hi to me. I stream at least 4 days a week over on Iceman1H at Twitch. Really have an awesome community there. We talk about all kinds of builds, play a lot of Destiny, use a lot of different weapons in PvP and PvE. So we'd love to have you there. We play a lot of other different games as well, especially as content is a little dry right now. We play a lot of different FPS and RPG related games. So come by and say hey, would love to have you. And also please be sure to like, subscribe, comment here. Trying to build the YouTube side of things, and that would help so much. So any type of support is very much so appreciated. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Zone B captured. You have advantage. Two for one. I need a hunter like you with the red jacket. Zone C captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone C lost. Double down. Zone A lost. They have advantage. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost. Zone B captured. You have advantage. That shut them down. Zone B lost. Enemy has zone advantage. captured Zone B. You have zone advantage. Five minutes left. Keep it up. Zone C lost. Enemy has advantage. Zone A captured. You have advantage. You have my respect, Hunter. 2 for 1. What can stop you if you fight together? Nothing. Let them come. This is their fate. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one. Zone C captured. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zones controlled. Targets eliminated. Nice work.